What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I'm actually gonna bring y'all part 2 to my pistol bunch mini scheme. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. Now, one thing I do want to talk about before I get into my video is that we are approaching 3,000 subs, and I'm extremely grateful for that. So be on the lookout in my community section, because soon I'll be posting some type of giveaway opportunity that y'all can participate in to earn you some extra money, or just to get you like a little gift card, PlayStation card, Xbox card, whatever I choose to do. I'm not sure at this particular moment. But let's go ahead and dive into this video. So as far as personnel, it doesn't really matter. You can have your fastest receiver right here, what Higgins is, but it doesn't really matter. So I put Odell right there just to simulate that. And honestly, you can run it just like this if you want. Now, as far as the play we're going to be going over, it's going to be this cross drag. And to me, I think this is one of the best plays in Madden, honestly, just because of the formation it's found in, other plays you can put around it. It's just a really good play, and I'll show you guys how I like to run it. So let's come out and cover 3. So looking at this play, what I like to do first for my first setup, I like to take triangle, put him on a slant. Then I like to take R1 and then put him on an option route just like this. And also, before I do get into the rest of the setup, what I want to say is make sure you run this to where your 3 receivers are to the short side of the field, because you want a lot of space to this right side of the field. So you just want to take circle, motion them over, and now what we're going to create is a nice little high-low read. So you always want to read that slant. Is that slant open? Then we're going to read the dig route, and then I'm going to show you in the replay exactly how we read it. That's why I didn't make any reads or throw the ball. I just wanted to kind of explain it real quick. So let's go and dive into the replay. So right here, as you can see, if they're not playing any type of hard flats, sometimes you can have this, but most of the time, if they're zone dropping, let me rephrase that. If they are zone dropping, then you will have this throw, because this flat defender won't do this. If they're not zone dropping, he'll do this, but if they are, he's going to go to wherever they set him. So a lot of times you can have this throw right here on the sidelines wide open, or if you don't, he's going to kind of sit there and come back. As you can see, he's going to do like that, and then you'll be able to throw that. Now let's talk about what else we have. So on this side though, however, you can throw this, because this curl flat isn't going to respect it until he gets closer to the sideline. So worst case scenario, you could throw that, but your main read, I'm trying to get you to see, your main read is either going to be the slant or this in route. Those are your main reads. Now if somehow they take both of those away, that's why I was telling you can have your flats, or the running back's going to do a nice job right here. Now if they're zone dropping those hook curls, then he's going to be way up here, and you'll have this open literally all day. And then also you have this slant in this nice little window that you can see. So now you're starting to see why I like this play. And then we also have this backside dig route. All you need is time in the pocket. So if you want to move to the right a little bit, you have that option too. Or if you want to kind of move left and hit this, you know, there's different options you can do. All you need to do is have a little time in the pocket, and you can tell you just have so many things open. So let's talk about cover 2 now. Boom, let's go to cover 2. Go and press. Most people will press. Now take R1, put him on option route. Take triangle, put him on a slant, and then you want to motion over circle, and then right here just gonna make a read, you know. So I'm gonna snap the ball. Who do I see? I can throw X, I can throw a triangle in that gap, or I can wait. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. Yeah, you don't want to throw that against cover 2, but I go into replay and then talk about that, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on. So in cover 2, they kind of do a good job right there of playing it, but you have to throw it a little earlier if you want to hit that in cover 2, which I'll show you here in a second. So like I said before, your first read, you can read X if you want to. X is normally always going to be open. The user is never going to go run with that. You'll see in gameplay, user never runs with that. But your primary read, of course, is going to be the slant. Which I'm telling you, you can hit this in this gap just right there. You just need to make sure you lowball that. And a lot of times on Madden, they'll give you that. Now, if you're nervous about that, he's going to keep sinking to that. 9 times out of 10, he's never going to come down and play that, because if they're zone dropping, he's going to be even further back, if that makes sense. So you always have that open. As you start to see, you'll most likely always have that when they start zone dropping. Now in cover 2, this is what's going to be open right here in front of your face. You can have that. Now this don't get baited like I did. That's how I got baited throwing that, because it wasn't open. But if you want to throw that, I recommend just trying to wait maybe to right here. You might want to throw that, because you see I actually did throw it right there, but yeah, don't throw that. So in cover 2, just make your reads. Normally this is open. Now if they're using this guy right here, which is the mid read, if they're using a mid read, then of course we want to take our slant, or we can take this guy. And think about it, if they're dropping him in the middle third, then this route right here is going to be wide open. I will show you that real fast, and then we're going to talk about some other coverages real quick. So let's go back to cover 2. I flipped the play by accident. Let's go back to cover 2. Go ahead and press. Put him in the mid read. So now, put him in the middle third. So now I want y'all to pay attention to what's actually going to be open this time. Take triangle, put him on a slant. motion circle across. So now, as you're going to see, we're going to have squares just literally wide open. So you remember how that mid-read played it? So now we'll be able to throw that right there in front of the mid-read. So if the people want to start playing cover 2 and dropping that middle third, you're going to be able to have that literally all day. They're going to be wrong every single time because they're either going to have to cover the slant or that in route. So that's how you're going to pick on them for doing that. Now, let's go ahead and move on and talk about some different coverages. So right here, I'll show you against cover 4 quarters, then I'll show you against man, then I'll show you some gameplay. So let's go ahead and press. Now right here, you just want to take R1, put them on the option route, take triangle, put them on a slant. Now, in this cover 4 quarters, you're either going to have to hit the slant or you might be able to have to run it back. So the slant's going to get open right in that window. You just need to lowball that. Don't do what I did. Make sure you lowball that, and I'll show you here real quick before I do hop into replay. Now, I don't like this against. I don't like this particular setup against match coverage. I love this setup against like man, but not really match, and you'll see why that's important here in a second. So let's go ahead and get it set up. Boom. Take a motion them over, and y'all seeing we are in cover 4 quarters. Now you want to lowball that slant right there in that window. So that's what I was trying to explain to you. They won't be able to play that, and practice mode is making it look like a harder throw, but that's really your only read on that, to be honest. You can have that dig route, but I don't want to go and replay on that one because most people do not run cover 4 quarters, or if they do, have a better setup versus cover 4 quarters. Now let's talk about man coverage. So with man coverage, what you're going to have open is going to either be the running back route, or you're going to have a triangle that's going to get open, and also you will have your in route. So you're going to have a lot of options here basically. So X can get open, triangle can get open. You can see square's going to get open right there in a nice little pocket. I'll go and replay real quick, and then I'll show you some gameplay on that. So if they want to run man coverage, they're going to have a really hard time stopping this because we're attacking every area of the field. So you see what I was telling you, drag's going to get open, this in route is going to get open. 9 times out of 10 you need to low ball that, and then also this slant, since Odell is normally going to have a good matchup because this is your best receiver, then a lot of times he's going to win that slant. And then even right here, this is just going to draw the user to this side, so they're going to want to be running somewhere over here, while the whole time we're really looking for either X or this in route over here that's developing, as you can see. Now let's get into what I believe is one of the better setups that I like. So for this setup, you just need to take X, put them on a streak, take R1, still put them on an option route, but now you're going to take circle and put them on a hitch. And then now you still want to motion circle over, but now we're attacking basically deep right here. So what you're going to notice is that hitch is going to pull down, and then you'll be able to have that throw right there in that little pocket. Now, if you have time, you can wait before, you can wait for him to get on the sideline, but sometimes you won't have time. You have to make that read kind of early. So I'm going to go and replay real quick and show you exactly what I was talking about. So right here, as you can see, this hitch is going to pull down any flat zones as long as they're not zone dropping. And if they are zone dropping, he's just legit going to sit wide open because he's going to be somewhere up in here, and then there's going to be nobody right here. And then if the user, of course, wants to stay right here, then sometimes we can have this in route. So let's say like they were using like this linebacker or something, you see, so they're going to be wrong either way. So they're going to have to come down and cover this or this, and then look what's creeping up behind them, this in route. Or, you know, if they were using, you know, this linebacker, then guess what they're giving up? They're giving up this, or they're going to give up this over here. So as you can see, it's just making the user wrong every single time, and that's the best way I love to play offense, is making the user wrong. So let's talk about cover 2 right here. You can see, let's go ahead and press. So cover 2 is going to be the exact same thing. So just take X, put them on a streak, take circle, put them on a hitch, take R1, put them on an option route, go ahead and motion them over, and you want to snap it right when he's kind of in the middle, so somewhere about right there, and it's normally going to pull him. And if it doesn't, then well, I should have waited, actually. That's my fault. So you want to kind of motion, you want to motion them over a little bit more. So that time I did it a little too early. But in the game mode, normally about that spot is normally good. But in practice mode, sometimes it doesn't work out exactly how you want it to. But I am going to run it one more time, and then after that, we're going to hop into some replay. So go ahead and motion circle over. You can do it right about there if you wanted to, and that way he's for sure going to pull him down. As you can see, you see him right there, he for sure pulled him down. But I got throw out a sack animation, but I'll go into replay and show you exactly what I was talking about. So if you want to be on the safer side, just motion them out a little bit more if you want to be on the safer side. So if you want to, you can snap them right on the numbers, and that's going to pull them down every single time. So as you can see right here what I was talking about, boom, you see how he pulled down? This is the throw I was trying to make, but as you can tell, I got to throw out a sack because I didn't move the pocket. I just, you know, snapped the ball, wasn't really trying to make a read. But all you want to do is move, like drift over here, and then of course you'll be able to pass lead that easily. And now the user's going to have what? 3 people he has to worry about. well, really 4. You see, we have this if they're zone dropping. So say they're zone dropping, we'd have this open, we'd have this open. This wouldn't be open if they're zone dropping, but we also have this that's going to be open as well. So you can see we literally have 4 people attacking pretty much 4 areas of the field, because he's attacking here, he's attacking here, we have somebody sitting here, and we have somebody sitting here. So there's just going to be no way that the user is going to be able to guard all of that. So I do want to talk about, let's talk about cover 4 quarters, because this actually plays a little well. This is a better setup against cover 4 quarters, I would say. You see we do have the setup right here. Go ahead and motion them across, wait for them to get to the numbers. If you want to be extra safe, go and snap the ball right there, and you're going to notice the same thing happens. We'll be able to have triangle right there. You can throw it in front of them. I know it looks like a dangerous pass, but you can throw it in front of them, just possession catch that, and I'll show you exactly what I meant. Like I said, if I want to get in holler at, I'd love to show y'all, but yeah, they coming at me. So right here, as you can tell, the hitch is going to pull down the flat zones, and he's going to normally keep backing up because of this streak that's going to force him to have to keep getting depth. So what I was telling you is that you can throw this. I know it looks scary. I know you're probably like, "Bro, that's a pick," but all you need to do is throw this up in this area, and you want to possession catch that. And then since that's a lot of distance, they will allow you to just do like a little falling down or a dive animation for a possession catch. Now, a lot of times, if they're using somebody like, I don't know, this guy or something, you know, so then they'd have to choose between the running back or right here. So it's kind of hard in practical, because, you know, there's going to be a user out there. Nobody's going to use their D-line and rush. Nobody does that anymore. So if they're using this linebacker, then they have what, this or this that they have to give up, because you can lowball that easily. So it's just all about making a read, and these routes are designed to just target every area of the field. So next coverage I do want to talk about is man, then I'll show you some gameplay after that. So let's shade over the top like most people will. Take X, put them on a streak, R1 on an option route, motion circle over, and then this would stop any of the man with the purples, because a lot of times you can still attack that pretty well. But you can see triangle's going to do a nice job of getting open, and square is going to get a nice job of getting open. And I'll show you that really fast when replay do and hop in some game mode. Like I said, I wish I could actually throw the ball, but Packers D-line is not letting me do that. So right here, the option route I don't really like, because we have a hitch, so that's not good spacing. This is more of a zone design play. So if they're running man coverage, don't run this particular setup. I have a particular setup I love against man that I'll show you here in a second after we hop in gameplay. But you can tell this is going to get open, and this in route, of course, is normally always going to get open. You can always lowball that. Now, the last setup that I do want to show you is going to be specifically against man coverage, because if somebody wants to be ignorant enough to stay in man, then I have a couple variations that I want to share with y'all. So let's go and go to man coverage. And like I said, the plays I was showing you are particularly designed to beat zones, but they can also beat man as well. But this one's specifically for man. So you want to take X, put him on a streak, take circle, put him on a slant. And I like motion my slant over. And the reason I like this is because I'll just show you why I like it here in a sec. So just go ahead and motion them over, and then we'll probably hop in replay mode and show you exactly why I like this, because we're going to just do a good job of targeting every single area of the field at man coverage. And if they try to drop purples, they're going to be wrong pretty much either way. So let me hop into replay mode and show you. So if you want to, you can put your running back on an option route. This will actually be a good setup for an option route. So I'll show you that here in a second after replay, but this will be a good setup for an option route. So you can always have this backside slant. You can have this in route 9 times out of 10, and you're going to have here. So the reason I said they're going to have trouble dropping purples is because we're targeting 3 different areas of the field. So we're targeting about the 45 here. We're going to be targeting about the 55 to 40ish, depending on what type of throw we get. Well, 45-40, not 55, 45-40 area. And it's just going to be really hard for them to try to zone drop and go user. So they're going to be like, do I use it as slant? Do I use it as in route? I mean, do I use it as crossing route? And then look what they're going to give up. They're going to give up that in route literally every single time. So if you want to run that setup, I really love it. It's really money. Now let's go back to man coverage, and then I'll show you what I was talking about as far as a running back option route. So take X, put them on a streak, take circle, put them on a slant, take R1, put them on an option route. Now you want to do this to when your option route breaks to the right side. And now you'll see why I said it like this, because now we pretty much have every single, we're targeting man coverage in every single area. You see now we can have R1 if we wanted to, but we also have triangle over the top of him. We have the slant, and we have the in route. So there's just going to be a lot of things on the field that's beating man coverage, which is why it's really good. So let's talk about my last setup that I want to get into in this video. So you want to take X, put him on a streak, You want to take square, put him on a whip route. Then you want to take circle, put him on a slant. And then you can take R1 and still put him on an option route. Go and motion him over. And now we're just going to be attacking strictly the outsides right here. So we can have the whip route sometimes. We can have the slant. Or we're always going to have square right there for a nice little game. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the little pistol bunch mini scheme. I love hearing from you guys in the comment section. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real and I'm out.